Welcome to the Andy Ruther Show. Here is your host, Andy Ruther.
Welcome back to another episode of the Andy Ruther Show. That is me, Andy Ruther. Look at me looking all stylish today in a collared shirt. I never wear collared shirts, man. This is twice in the last week, Easter and now today. I think it's the same shirt, actually. I think it's the same shirt. Had a little meeting today. Actually, I didn't have a meeting. I have a meeting later, but I attended a baby shower today, guys. Yeah, it's my first one. First baby shower. A sprinkle, as they call it for the second kid. Only dude there, minus the husband. Only dude there. I'm used to it though, because I work in the corporate world on social media stuff and content creation. That world is all women. I didn't know. The marketing world, that world, it's all women. At least what I'm around, it's all women. It's kind of interesting. Well, only dudes. So baby shower, and I was the only dude. So I put on a collar shirt, put on my baby blue. She's gonna have a boy, and I was talking to the husband. I was like, "Get ready, man. Get ready for hell. Get ready for your second kid. Get ready for the sleepless nights. Get ready." Guess what I did last night? Woke up at 4 a.m. Baby crying. Baby's nose stuffed up. Gotta clean that out. Give the baby the bottle. Get ready, bro. It's brutal. But it's actually not that bad. You just gotta get up. You gotta get up, handle it, go back to sleep. But that's why I'm looking so fly, guys. That's why I'm looking so fresh. Not fly, not fresh at all. Literally, my entire outfit, my entire wardrobe is like sweatpants and hoodies. I've had the same pair of jeans since like 2018. I have 3 or 4 different pair of jeans, 3 or 4 different pair of slacks from like 2017, 2018, 2019 from a former Dirty Sports sponsor. Shout out to Flag and Anthem that I got for free. I just don't upgrade my outfits. I don't upgrade my clothes, my wardrobe. I don't know. I really am a minimalist. I think once you live in a 390 square foot apartment like I did, when you live like that for 10 years, it just ingrains it in your body. I don't know. Even if I made so much money, I don't know what I would do with it. I wouldn't suddenly just start buying clothes and shoes, and I'd probably just go on trips. That's what I'd do. I'd go on trips. Wouldn't care about the material stuff. In fact, I said I was going to get a car. We all know I drive a 2019 Toyota Corolla hatchback, commonly referred to as a condomobile for my brothers. My 2 kids fit. There was a concern now that we have a second little girl, so we got a baby and a 2-year-old. Are they going to fit in the condomobile? Are they going to fit in the little 2019 Corolla hatchback? They fit. It's tight, but they fit. So I'm not going to get a car just yet. I thought I would have a car when they started daycare together. I'm not doing it. Why spend money? Plus, the dealership is going to be like, tariffs. This car now costs $10,000 more. That's what sucks. You never know. You're never going to know now. Any business. They're just going to they used inflation before. Now they're just going to say tariffs. Like, I don't know. Is that true? It's the same way when you go to a mechanic. And he's like, you need a new carburetor. They just make things up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know cars. How am I supposed to know? So, I'm content. Again, I'm a simple guy. We upgraded the other car last year to the SUV to the Nissan Rogue, which has been a nice car, by the way, a economical car, nothing fancy, but a practical car. It definitely fits the four of us, me and my girls. It's so weird saying that, me and my girls. Like, it's just now setting in that it's just me and girls here. And I know they're young, but again, I'm foreseeing the future. Foreseeing the future with all these girls and all this estrogen. It's not pretty, guys. It's not pretty. Lots of meltdowns, lots of PMSing, lots of them getting angry at me with my, okay, let's be reasonable, let's be logical, let's think this through rationally. Dad, you don't understand. You don't understand, Dad. You don't understand. I do understand. You have to go to school. So I'm paying for it, so you have to go to school. There's nothing to understand here. Dad, you don't understand. You don't understand. Well, I don't really care. Get your ass in the car. Get your ass in the car. And hopefully I still have a 2019 Corolla hatchback. It's an efficient car. I was at Gold Star. Ugh, can't even talk. Gold Star headquarters today. That's where this baby shower was. So it got me thinking, I was looking because obviously we're talking inflation, we're talking tariffs, and that's a huge discussion with us. Prices is always a big discussion when you work in the food business, and it's crazy how things are just so expensive. It's insane. It's insane. What some of these fast food places. Like, here's the thing, and I know I'm being biased because I work for them, but Gold Star is a prime example. Gold Star here in Cincinnati, Ohio, based in Cincinnati, Ohio. They got about 60 locations in Cincinnati, Indiana. I'm sorry, in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. Like, they're reasonably priced. And I'm not just saying that. Like, if I want a cheeseburger and fries, it's $8.99. It's a fresh made. That's not a frozen cheeseburger. $8.99. It's reasonably priced, right? $8.99. Freshly made cheeseburger, right? You get pickles, you get the lettuce, tomato, their famous heavenly sauce, whatever, all that stuff. With a side of fries for $8.99. That's reasonable. You go to these places now, though. Like yesterday, Brittany picked up Wendy's on the way home. Just like a double cheeseburger and fries meal for me. Some chicken nugs for her. And like a value meal for our 2-year-old. She's like, dude, that was like $25. It's insane. And then I saw this video about Buffalo Wild Wings. That's what I want to talk about. I'm going to lead off the show with a little B-dubs. Buffalo Wild Wings. Everybody knows B-dubs. Everybody goes to B-dubs. And I don't even know who posted this because it wasn't from this guy's feed. But I want to play this video. This dude is talking about his recent experience at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Dubs the other day. Not sure why, because the fall off of that place is sad. It's sad. Takes about an hour and a half to get your food, which is, by the way, below average at best now. Tyson frozen tenders clear. Lunchables clear. I haven't had a warm fry at B-Dub since 2014. Also, why are 15 wings and a beer $87 now? Every time I get the bill at that place, I'm stunned.
So he's hitting my point. Some wings and some beer. Obviously, he's exaggerating. 87. Like, you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Right? You shouldn't have to do that. It's insane. You shouldn't have to go take out a loan to have a meal with your boys at Buffalo Wild Wings while you're watching the NFL draft tonight. You shouldn't have to run up credit card debt because you took a family of 4 to Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm speechless. Not to mention the interior. I mean, have you been in one of these lately? It looks like the lobby of a Holiday Inn Express. Going to B-Dubs used to mean something. You'd go with your travel baseball team after a wood bat tournament. All the dads would get pissed drunk while you and your teammates play Golden Tee for 3 hours. What happened to that? What has happened to the culture of B-Dubs?
Okay, so he's on a rant about B-Dubs. And here, I'm gonna say this take about B-Dubs. I think it's kind of always been overrated. I don't know. Am I out of line here? I think Buffalo Wild Wings has kind of always been overrated. There are positives. They're a chain, so they're across the country. You know what you're going to get, right? You're going to get a spot no matter where you live, Oklahoma, California, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. It doesn't matter where you go. You're going to have a spot to watch games, have some wings, have some beers. I just felt like the food's always, I don't know. I'm not saying I dislike it. I'm not saying I love it. I'm saying it's mid. I'm going to go on record right now and saying Buffalo Wild Wings is mid. And you just can't be charging an arm and a leg. But I did see this. I'm gonna shout out to B-Dubs. I'm gonna give you a little some here. I'll throw this on the screen. Where is that? Let's remove homeboy. Okay, here it is. Okay, I saw this yesterday. This was an ad that they're running on X. All you can eat wings and fries. Monday through Thursday for $20. Dine in only. So they must be hurting. If you're doing all you can eat wings and fries for $20, which I think is a fair deal, and it says plus $5 traditional. I don't know what that means. Like that's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. But this is why people don't eat out though. You feel it, man. I feel it just with a family of 4, and I have 2 of them that are 2 years and younger. You feel it. I don't want to be dropping $60 to go to B-Dubs. You know where you got to go. You know where you want to get some good wings? You know who has legit wings? I'm going to try to pull this up and see if I can put this on the screen. Those Costco frozen wings that you can throw in the oven or the air fryer. These things are pretty good. Let's see if I can find this up here. Where are those Costco wings? I don't know. Anyway, I get like a big bag of Costco wings. I think they're Foster Farms. You know, he's talking about Tyson. I think the Tyson clearing. Lunchables, by the way, that's a sus. I don't trust them. Lunchables does not clear. My fiance, she'll munch on some Lunchables, and I'll say, what are you doing? Lunchables? Lunchables didn't clear when I was a kid. In fact, I never try. If you were a kid and you brought Lunchables to school, I didn't trust your mom, to be perfectly honest. Your mom was suspect. Like, what's she doing? Why is she giving you Lunchables? Even as a kid, I said, Lunchables. No, I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with the Lunchables. Brittany was eating Lunchables the other day. It was like a Lunchables with queso and salsa and little mini tortilla chips. I said, what are you doing? Are you drunk? Are you on Oxycontin? Are you on heroin? What are you doing? Tell me to buy some queso. Tell me to buy some chips. Tell me to buy some salsa. Wait, what are you eating? These mini chips with gross ass Lunchables, salsa, gross ass Lunchable cheese? What's wrong with you? What are you, 6? I don't even think our 2-year-old daughter would eat that crap. So I don't agree. Lunchables does not clear. But again, I'll tell you what, this Foster Farms wings at Costco, that clears, man. You throw them in the oven. I think you cook them at like 425. You throw them in the oven. They come with some sauce too if you want to add. It doesn't even need the sauce. But this is my point. Instead of going to Buffalo Wild Wings, instead of refinancing your home mortgage loan to take the fam out to Buffalo Wild Wings, just throw in some wings, man. Just throw in some wings. Hit up Costco. Hit up Sam's Club. Throw in those wings. I'm going to say it. Buffalo Wild Wings is overrated. I don't know if I need to do a side-by-side. We just got a Wingstop by me out here in the suburbs of Cincy. We just got a Wingstop, which I've obviously had living out in California for all those years. Wingstop is pretty good. I don't know how their pricing compares to Buffalo Wild Wings. But again, you're like these fast food, man. You're a fast food chain or you're a restaurant, you gotta offer deals. Now I see Buffalo Wild Wings is trying that. $20 all you can eat. Monday through Thursday. What's that thing say again? Let's pull that up. $20 all you can eat wings and fries. Oh, I bet you. Can you imagine the obese people going in here for this? Can you imagine just I can almost like sense the fatness of people going in there. Just like morbidly. I'm here for all you can eat wings and fries. Does it come with a Mountain Dew? I'm here for all you can eat wings and fries. Wheeling in like a motorized cart. Like an oxygen tank hooked up to him. You got your work cut out for you, RFK Jr. Make America healthy again. You guys, have you seen this country, man? We are a gross ass country. All you can eat. Oh, the fatties are gonna love that. The Jabba the Hutts out there. They're gonna love that. Again, it's not a bad deal. If you're going with your boys, you're like, I'm just gonna smash some wings. I'm gonna smash some fries. And then they're gonna get you on the beers. That's how they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you in for the all-you-can-eat wings for $20, and then they're gonna charge you $8 for a 16-ounce draft beer or something. Overcharge for that. It's funny, man. There was a huge debate a few years ago: bone-in versus boneless. Remember that? Remember the debate between bone-in versus boneless wings? I was always on the side of boneless. I think I've changed now. I think I've changed in my old age. I think I'm now for a bone in. I kind of like the bone now. I think I've converted. Now I'm still blue cheese guy. I'll never switch on that. I'll do ranch. I'll do ranch. If it's there, I'll do it. It's kind of like back in the day when you're drunk and you're trying to bring something home to the bar. You're like this is what's left. I'll do it. I'll literally do it. But I prefer something else. I prefer blue cheese. But I think I'm bone in now. But I'm telling you guys, you got to get these. If you have a Costco membership, get these Foster Farms wings. They're pretty good. And I don't know if they have them at Sam's Club, which, by the way, I might join. Is that weird if I join Sam's Club too? Is that weird? Does that make me, I don't know what the term, what's the equivalent of you join two? It's like, what's the bisexual term for somebody who joins Sam's Club and Costco? By bulk sexual? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. The Costco, I just hate the Costco's not close to us, man. It's like 35 minutes. There's a Sam's Club about 17, 18 minutes. I need diapers. I got two youngins. I need all that other crap in bulk. I feel like I'd be cheating, though. I feel like I'd be cheating. I've always been a loyal Costco guy. My dad was a loyal Sam's Club guy. I mean, do I just get both? I don't know, but things are just ridiculously expensive. That's why you got to go to these places. That's why Buffalo Wild Wings is offering $20 all you can eat. Oh, can you imagine? It'd be like going to the zoo, going in there like tonight. I wonder when that deal goes. It probably not at prime time. Like, can you imagine being there during the NFL draft and just watching all these people just house all you can eat wings? Maybe that's a video I could do. Maybe that's a food challenge video. Food challenges are big, aren't they? That's such an American thing. Hey, we're so fat, we're going to do food challenges. Dude, I got some I'm going to do. I literally have some I'm going to do that I've already queued up that I want to do. I got some gross ones too. I find them fascinating, the food challenge stuff. It's like a whole world. The problem is if you start doing food challenges, I've realized, like the YouTube algorithm and then your subscribers, if you start doing food challenges, that's the only thing they want to see you do. They're like, "Oh yeah, you went to Buffalo Wild Wings for 4 straight days and only ate all you can eat wings. We want you to do more of that. You can't do anything else." It's kind of how the algorithm works. Regardless, I'm not doing it anytime soon. I'm not heading up there for the all you can eat wings. It's just not a thing. I'll just sit at home, throw those Foster Farms wings in the oven, crush some wings. I can't wait till my oldest daughter's to the age where we can crush wings together. She loves dipping. She'll go dip it. Stick a little fry. Dip it. That's yummy. That's beautiful, Daddy. Everything is beautiful now. It's hilarious. She'll go, "That's beautiful, Daddy. That's beautiful, Mommy." Things that make no sense. You wouldn't categorize. I introduced her dipping fries into ranch dressing yesterday with our Wendy's. That's beautiful. You're like, I never thought about dipping fries into ranch dressing being beautiful. Maybe it is. She also loves to just say, "Good job." I was talking about this in the Dirty Sports podcast. It makes me feel like I'm special needs. I'll put on her shoes. She'll be like, "Good job, Daddy." I'll put her in her car seat. "Good job, Dad." I'm like, hey, I'm not special needs here. I'm just doing what I got to do here. Like walk down the stairs holding her. "Good job." It's because I tell her good job. I'll try to give her that positive reinforcement. So now she's just doing it and repeating it all the time. Easter was nice, though. Easter was nice. We had a nice little Easter here, the Ruther house. We did an egg hunt. I didn't prepare at all. I said to Brittany, I said, I think we should do an egg hunt. I know we're doing one at my brother's. My brother had my family over and some extended family. I said at his house on Sunday on Easter, I said, let's do an Easter egg hunt though at our house Sunday morning. And all week long, she just kept asking me, "Are you buying candy?" I didn't buy anything. She ended up buying candy for it. Right. So she bought some candy Saturday. I went outside on the deck, smoked a little bowl, and started packing the Easter eggs to hide them, right? So picture this. I got the fire pit going. It's a gorgeous Saturday night. It feels perfect. Finally, we're in the spring. I got all these plastic Easter eggs. I'm stoned. Where do you think this goes? I got a big bag full of Swedish fish, which I'm not really into, and a big bag full of a mini Easter themed Kit Kats. What do you think happened? Well, I started going ham on the Kit Kats. And I love me some Kit Kats. And if I ever have some marijuana in me, then I'm eating a lot of Kit Kats. And that's exactly what happened. I'd be like, 1 in your egg, 1 in my mouth. 2 in your eggs, 2 in my mouth. And so I packed up like 15 Easter eggs and I hid them when I got up Sunday morning before she was up because I knew I'd be up with the baby anyway. So I hid the Easter eggs in the backyard. And she's only 2 on the Easter egg hunt. This is like her first real Easter egg hunt. And on a lot of the eggs, I put 2 Kit Kats, which I guess was overdoing it. And she's opening the eggs, and Brittany looked at me and she goes, "Were you high when you did this? Why'd you give her so much candy?" And I'm like, yeah, I totally was. I totally was high. I was thinking in my head, this is what I would want. I would want too many Kit Kats. I wouldn't just want 1. I would want too many Kit Kats. So yeah. And I said, what better way to pack your kids Easter candy than to do it stoned? It's a perfect time. Again, I'm a simple man, guys. Simple things. Just being out by the fire, toking it up a little. A beautiful spring night. I'm packing Easter eggs for the kiddo. Her first Easter egg hunt, she crushed it. She was adorable. Then we went to my brother's, and then she did another Easter egg hunt. She knew I was the bunny. I dressed up as the bunny. It was a whole thing. But the excess, man, the excess that these kids get, it's too much. Again, I talk about myself being simple. I talked about this at Christmas with my daughter. It's just too much. Brittany's mom brought her an Easter egg basket. She got Easter egg hunting here. Brittany put together a huge Easter egg basket that was sitting in her playroom that the Easter bunny brought. So now we're all up to 3 Easter egg baskets. My younger brother, whose house we went to, his wife and kids put together an Easter egg basket. We're up to 4 baskets full of Easter stuff. Then she got a little something for my oldest brother's wife. I'm just like, this is a lot of candy. This is a lot of candy. It's a lot of mini toys. It's so much just for Easter. Again, I feel like it's excessive. There's just so much stuff. I don't know. Do I sound like an old head? Maybe I do. Maybe I sound like a boomer. I just feel, I know she's only young once, but she doesn't need all that crap. Because also, you know what happens, guys? And then it's around me. And then what do? I eat it. That's what I do. I have no self-control. I'm one of the fatties. I'm one of the fatties at Buffalo Wild Wings around Kit Kats. That's what I am. Oh, you got a million Kit Kats? Cool. I'm going to eat them. Because you're 2 and you eat like 1 or 2 and you're fine. So now she's got all this candy, all these Easter baskets, and I'm trying to I got a bad dad bod. I'm the most out of shape I've been in years. I got full dad bod going. No excuses. I've just been lazy. Just lazy. No excuses. And I got all this candy. And I'm one of those people like, I can't help myself. Kit Kat. Oh, there's another one. I don't have to. I don't even need any influence. I don't need anything to influence me to eat it. I just eat it. It's in front of me. Oh, cool. You got a basket full of Kit Kats? I'm going to go hard on this. But it's a lot. It's a lot is my point. It's very excessive. It's too much for me at times. I know she's just a kid and I know she's enjoying it, but it's just too much. It's just too much. I think it's excessive, and I know I've talked about this. I think it's excessive for her because my parents are gone. And she and my kids are the youngest kids in the family now. And it's I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I just feel almost like subconsciously my brothers' wives feel like it's like they're making up for my parents being gone. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It's kind of how I feel. Easter was really nice, though. It was really nice to see her enjoy the Easter egg hunt, to see her enjoy the Easter bunny, all that stuff. I've come a long way. I was thinking about Easter 2021, the first time I wore the bunny outfit. So Easter 2021 was at my parents' house. I'm living there. I'm about a year removed from my mom dying. I don't know, 8 months removed from my dad dying. And I'm living at my parents' house in Cincinnati. And I remember that Easter because it was the first time we all got together as a family since my dad's funeral. Because don't forget all these different waves of COVID and lockdowns and everything that happened in 2020. So this is March or April of 2021. And it's actually the first time that all of us got together, all my brothers and their wives and their kids. So anyway, I remember I stayed up late. I stayed up late trying to clean the house. I had this like weird pressure that I felt since I was living in my parents' house that my brothers were going to judge everything. So I stayed up late, like real late, just cleaning, like deep cleaning the whole house all by myself. And then they came and it was a nice day. And I think it was really tough emotionally. And they came and we did an Easter egg hunt and I had a bunny costume Everybody left. And I just remember I was on the back patio and I was exhausted because I stayed up late and I was laying on the back patio on one of the pieces of furniture. And the sun was like hitting me and it felt nice. But I remember I remember how sad I was. I was just so sad. It's like everybody came over to mom and dad's and then everybody left. And then I was back by myself at the house where my parents used to live, where I grew up. And I remember just feeling all alone. And I was laying there and I was emotional. And I was probably crying. I just remember that feeling. I was thinking about that on Easter because I was like, wow, what a different mindset you have 4 years later. Now you have 2 little girls that you're taking out, and one is getting to enjoy her first Easter egg hunt. It was just like such a nice feeling. It was such a nice feeling versus the feeling of alone and just sadness 4 years earlier. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, this is really nice. And then the icing on the cake, Isla has been so sweet. My 2-year-old has been so sweet lately. Like tearjerker sweet. Just makes you feel so good. I put her to bed every night, and then she always wants to leave me from the rocker to give one more kiss to Brittany is the new thing. One more kiss. And she goes and she finds Brittany, who usually has the baby, and she gives her one more kiss. But Sunday night when she came back in and she got back on the rocker with me, she kissed me. She gave me a nice kiss on the lips. She never does that because I don't ask her. I don't know. I just don't ask her. Like Brittany's big on getting kisses on the lips. I don't ask her. And she gave me a big kiss on the lips and she just said, "I love you, Daddy." And it felt so amazing. It's almost like she knew that was such a good day for me. It's like she knew I was thinking about how hard it was 4 years ago and how much has changed for the better in my life in 4 years. It was almost like she knew. And she gave me a kiss on the lips and said, "I love you, Daddy." I just thought, what a great way to end this day. What a great way to end a Easter with the fam. It was nice. I was thinking about that. Because I always reflect, and I know it's important. And I think it's important for all of us to reflect on where we've come from. And sometimes when we step back and regress in our life, whatever it is, I think it's important to self-reflect. And I was thinking about that, and it was really nice. It was really nice. I'm fortunate. My brother bought my parents' house. I'm fortunate because I still get to go where I grew up. I still get to go where I have positive feelings, nostalgic feelings. And that's nice. Now it's his house, and they completely redid it. They gutted the whole entire main floor, completely redid it. So it's their house, but I still have that feeling in the inside, like that feeling of comfort, like mom and dad. I feel them when I go outside. I feel them when I'm in the house. I feel that energy. I believe in all that stuff. Just the energy. It's almost like a sanctuary. I feel it. It's nice. If I want to just get away, it's like I'm going to go to my brother's, my sister-in-law's. And I just feel it. Which leads me to an update on the Goose, by the way. For anybody who listened last week. Last week I was saying there was a goose that had taken over in my brother's neighborhood, and it was hanging out on my dad's old Honda Accord. And I said, what if my dad had been reincarnated as the goose? What if Walt had come back as a goose, and that's why he was hanging around his old favorite 2003 Honda Accord? His old blue Honda Accord, which he loved. Well, guess what? I really do think it's my dad now. I'm convinced, man. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm going to show you some wild things. The Goose would not leave. The Goose has just caused chaos in that neighborhood. The Goose literally, now I don't know if this would be my dad, but the Goose was like I don't know if that would be my dad. The Goose was like attacking people, like cars. It was like going at strollers. But here's the crazy thing. The Goose was so attached to that Honda Accord. Look at this. Watch this video. It literally followed the Honda Accord, which again is at my brother's neighbor, I should say. He bought my dad's old car for his kid. It followed the car from the driveway down the street. Watch this. Watch this, dude. This is wild. Look at this. He's taking the car down the street, and the Goose is just walking along. It's just following the car. It can't leave the car. Again, my dad loved that car. My old man loved that Honda Accord. I'm like, is this my dad? He's just following it. Right down the street. Just following it. It makes you wonder. Why does an animal love a car so much? Why would the Goose love the car so much? Unless that's my dad. That'd be crazy if my dad came back as a goose. Look at this. It's just following it right down the street. It's wild, man. Absolutely wild. And then it showed up at the front door. After that, it was like trying to get into the house. It was trying to get into my brother's house, my dad's old house. Look at this. Watch this video. It's like trying to get in the house. Look at it. My brother's dog. Look at that. It's right at the window. My brother's boxer, Penny, checking it out. Look at that. That's my dad like, yo, hey, what'd you redo to the house? What'd you do? What are the new floors? What is that? Tell me this isn't weird. This Goose is literally at the window. At the window. Where my dad used to always hang out and watch TV in the TV room. It's just hanging out. I mean, it's odd. I'm just saying it's odd. You guys might think I'm a lunatic. This is all very strange. It's all coincidence. I mean, look at it. Just hanging out. Look, that's Walt. He's saying hi to Penny. And Walt was not the biggest fan of dogs either. He wasn't the biggest dog guy. Look at that. And then the Goose came to the front door. Look at this. Look at this. That's my dad trying to get in. Like, hey, I see what you guys have done to the house that I bought in 1979 or 78 or 80. I don't know when my dad bought it. I forget. He's like, I want to see these updates. What'd you do? This is all very bizarre, guys. The Goose follows the car down the street. Follows it. Trying to go through the window, trying to go to the front door. Why does the Goose want to get in my brother's house so much? Why is he trying to get in? I'll tell you why. That's my dad. The Goose is my dad. It could be. How do we know it's not? My dad came back right around Easter. I'm just saying. Jesus rose from the dead. My dad came back from the dead as a goose. I can't even say it without laughing. I don't know. Like, do we have any experts, any animal experts around that can explain something? What does a goose have an attachment to a vehicle? He's got an attachment to a 2003 stick shift Honda Accord that my dad loved with a 6-disc CD changer that he loved, and he had the same six I can't even say it. 6 discs. Say that about 20 times. 6 discs, 6 discs. It's a tough one. 6 discs, 6 discs, 6. See, it's tough. 6 discs. You can't even do it. It is the same 6 CDs in there, just playing on loop. Probably for 17 years. From when he bought that car in 2003 to when he died in 2020. My dad probably had the same 6 CDs. You youngins don't even know what that's about. You put in the CD changer. I think, I don't know if it was one that you put in the trunk or if you put it in the console, in the middle console. Because there were some that you would put the CD changer in the trunk, which is pretty wild. The trunk of the car. Yeah. This Goose has an attachment to the car that my dad loved, trying to get in the house that my dad owned for the last 40 years of his life. It's all kind of weird. Now, if my brother walks downstairs tomorrow and that Goose is taking his morning shit in the basement, the basement bathroom, I should say, it's definitely my dad. If that Goose is wearing tighty whities and a white undershirt, reading the Cincinnati Enquirer hard copy while taking his morning dump, that 100% is my dad, Walt Ruther. If that Goose is asleep on my brother's couch in the basement next to either Yingling or Yangling as he calls them, or Miller Lights with sports on, it's definitely my dad. If my brother walks out on the patio and he sees a goose bird watching, not other goose, but just bird watching next to a cold beer, it's my dad. If he catches a goose saying, "It's what?" or refers to wash as worsh or Washington as Washington, it's definitely my dad. I'm just saying, it's a weird coincidence. All these things are happening all around Easter. I'll tell you what, man. I don't know what happens when we die. I don't know if I'd like to think that there's a place called heaven or something like it. If there's a heaven, if there's an afterlife, my dad is looking at me saying, "Andy, you're an idiot." That's what he's doing right now. He's saying, "Andy, you are an idiot." And he's just shaking his head like this, just with the look of disgust that he would do. If you're a goose expert, let me know. Shed some light on all this. 859-935-0078. That is the Andy Ruther Show hotline, always in the description of the show. Once again, 859-935-0078. If you would like to leave a review, I would like to read it. Leave a review on Apple, rate on Apple, Spotify, subscribe on YouTube. All episodes will be dropping live like today's on both YouTube and X, aka Twitter. Every week, either Wednesday or Thursday, new episodes drop. So let me know. Slide in the DMs. They're always open. All right, guys, that's the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I can't even talk. Thank you for watching. Have a great week. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.